Take a slow breath in and let it fall out gently. Feel the air moving through you, like wind through a quiet forest. Notice your shoulders softening, your jaw releasing, your body beginning to settle. Nothing to fix, nothing to do, just breathe. Maybe you're lying in a dim room, wrapped in the hush of night, or sitting quietly somewhere, searching for rest, for meaning, for a moment of peace. Wherever you are exactly where you need to be. You have arrived. Let the outer world fade, like the tide drawing back into the sea. Let sounds dissolve. Let thoughts drift by, like clouds passing across the sky. There is nothing you need to hold on to, nothing you need to chase. For the next few moments, life will take care of itself. This is a place of gentleness, a space where nothing is demanded, only the invitation to rest, to soften, to remember what it feels like to simply be. As you breathe, feel the rhythm of the universe moving through you. Every inhalation, a rising tide. Every exhalation, a return to stillness. You are breathing with the earth, with the wind, with every being that has ever paused and whispered, peace. Maybe it's been a long day. Maybe your mind is full of questions. Maybe something in you feels heavy, uncertain, alone. It's all right. You don't have to push it away. You can let it rest here, in the quiet of your breath. For tonight, you are safe. You are seen. You are held by 2,500 years of understanding, by the same wisdom that once bloomed beneath a Bodhi tree. The Buddha said, "All things arise and pass away." Even this moment is already changing, and yet, within the flow of change, something still, something eternal, is watching. That stillness is you. Let the edges of your thoughts blur. Let your heartbeat slow. Like ripples fading on a quiet pond, you are entering sacred ground, not outside you, but within, a space untouched by time, by stories, by the rush of the world. Here, there is only breath, only awareness, only now. Breathe again, slowly, deeply, as if each breath were a small prayer. Inhale, the light of presence. Exhale, everything you no longer need. Feel how the air moves through the doorways of your body. In, expanding. Out, releasing, like waves arriving and returning home. Nothing is random. Every word, every sound, every heartbeat has led you here, to this breath, this stillness, this exact moment. Rest here for a while. Let yourself be breathed by the great rhythm that moves all things. And as you do, a quiet knowing begins to unfold that nothing in your life is a mistake. Every path, every loss, every joy has been the way home. You are home. You are safe. You are here. Breathe and allow yourself to begin again. Now, come closer to your breath. Let it guide you. Let it become your teacher. Feel the air as it enters through the nose. Cool, gentle, alive. Feel it leave again. Soft, warm, changed. Every breath is a small cycle of death and renewal, a letting go and a beginning. Notice your body resting on the ground, the surface beneath you, completely supporting your weight. There is nothing to hold, nothing to control. The earth is holding you now. Allow gravity to speak through your bones. A slow surrender, a downward sigh. Your body knows how to rest. It remembers. It has been waiting for this. As you breathe, feel the rhythm of the body aligning with the rhythm of life itself. Heart, lungs, earth, all moving together. No separation, no effort, only the gentle pulse of existence. The air enters, nourishing every cell. The air leaves, carrying away what no longer serves. This is balance, This is the great exchange, the endless conversation between body and world. Now, bring your attention to your hands. Notice the quiet tingling there, like the whisper of morning dew. Feel your palms, open, soft, receptive, the space between your fingers, alive with stillness. Move to your shoulders, let them drop, as if every burden you've carried can slide down and melt into the earth. Sense your spine, the sacred column that connects heaven and ground. Each vertebra, a small bell of awareness. Breathe along that line, from the base to the crown, a golden thread of light moving upward and returning down again. Your body is a temple of breath. Notice your face, the small muscles around your eyes, softening the corners of your lips, unfolding into quiet peace. Your jaw unclenches. Your tongue rests gently behind your teeth. The mask you wear through the day is slowly dissolving. Now, only presence remains. If thoughts begin to wander, let them. Do not fight them. They are like autumn leaves, floating across the surface of a pond. You are the water beneath, still, clear, reflecting the sky. Each thought touches the surface and passes. Each ripple fades, and in that fading, the calm deepens. Feel your breath again. In, expanding, out, releasing. You are not the thinker of the breath. You are the witness, the space in which breath appears and disappears. Imagine your breath as a soft wind, flowing through an open room. It brushes past the curtains, caresses the floor, and leaves through the open door. That room is you, spacious, aware, illuminated by silence. Now, listen. There is a subtle sound beneath all other sounds. A hum, a pulse, the heartbeat of the present moment. It is the same rhythm that moves the oceans, that stirs the trees, that keeps the stars turning in their endless dance. And right now, it is moving through you. Notice how everything in you is breathing together. The rise and fall of the chest, the quiet pulse in your wrists, the warmth gathering at your center. This is not imagination. This is awareness remembering itself. Each breath you take draws you deeper into the heart of stillness. Each exhale frees another layer of holding. You are not trying to relax. You are simply remembering how natural it is to be at peace. Let your awareness expand gently, like a soft light filling the body. From the soles of your feet to the crown of your head, a golden glow, quiet, tender, alive. Every part of you bathed in presence, every cell breathing with the rhythm of the universe. You are not a separate being. You are the breath of life itself, momentarily taking form. Let that truth sink in, like rain into thirsty soil. Inhale, feel the universe moving through you. Exhale, feel yourself dissolve back into the universe. You are whole. You are here. You are home. And from this stillness, the journey will continue. Take another breath, slow and deep. Let it move through you like a current of wind, like a river moving through the valley of your being. Every breath, a tide. Every exhale, a release. Now, imagine a river, quiet, ancient, endless. It begins high in the mountains, a silver thread of melting snow. It trickles, then gathers, finding its way through stone, through moss, through time itself. The river never asks where it's going. It simply flows. Sometimes it glides through open meadows, reflecting sunlight like liquid glass. Sometimes it narrows between cliffs, dark, cold, roaring with power. But it never stops. Not once. Not even when trees fall across its path. Not even when boulders block the way. It finds another route, curving, softening, listening to the land. This is its nature, to flow. Now, Feel the river inside you, your blood moving quietly through your veins, your breath rising and falling, your thoughts drifting and dissolving like leaves carried downstream. You, too, are a river, born from a hidden spring, shaped by the landscape of experience, forever changing, never the same from one heartbeat to the next. But we forget this. We try to make the river still. We want the good days to last forever. We want love to stay exactly as it was. We want our bodies to resist time, our hearts to never break, our lives to freeze in the moments we love most. And when they don't, we suffer. Imagine holding water in your hands. You scoop it gently from the river, clear, cool, perfect. You want to keep it. You close your fingers tighter, tighter still. And yet, the more you squeeze, the faster it slips away. The water wasn't meant to be held. It was meant to flow. Our pain comes from the same misunderstanding. We try to grasp what was never meant to stay. We fight the natural movement of life. We demand permanence from what is born to change. This is how we suffer, not because things end, but because we insist they shouldn't. The Buddha once watched a river like this. He saw flowers bloom and fade. He saw clouds form and disappear. He saw his own thoughts arise and dissolve. And he realized all conditioned things are impermanent. Everything that begins must also end. Every dawn leads toward dusk. Every meeting holds the seed of goodbye. Every inhale prepares for its exhale. This truth isn't meant to sadden you. It's meant to free you. Feel this now, in your body. The breath that just entered is already gone. The sound you just heard has vanished into silence. The thought that crossed your mind a moment ago no longer exists. Everything you experience is flowing through you like the river. Nothing stays. And because nothing stays, everything is precious. Look closer at the river. See how it shines in motion. If it were frozen, it might appear beautiful for a moment, but life would be gone from it. Movement is its beauty. Change is its song. The same is true for you. Your laughter, your tears, your hopes and heartbreaks, they are all ripples in the same current of being. You are not broken. You are flowing. When the river meets a rock, it does not shatter. It does not curse the stone. It listens and finds another way. It curves around obstacles, learning the art of softness. It carves new paths, not through force, but through patience. Even mountains yield to such gentleness. Can you feel that within you? The power of softness, the quiet strength of surrender. Life may place stones in your path. A loss, a change, a letting go you never wanted to face. But the river inside you knows what to do. It knows how to move around pain, how to shape the hard edges of experience into smooth wisdom. This is the grace of impermanence. The seasons understand this perfectly. Autumn does not cling to summer's warmth. The trees do not fight to keep their leaves. They let go gracefully, trusting that spring will return. Because they trust, they survive. Because they surrender, they are reborn. We, too, have seasons, times of growth and times of loss, moments of clarity and moments of confusion. But each season has its purpose. Each has its sacred rhythm. When you resist winter, you miss its quiet wisdom. When you long for the past, you close your heart to what's being born now. Let your own life flow like the seasons. Breathe with them, move with them, trust them. No flower blooms all year. No wave remains on the shore forever. No heartbeat is the same as the last. And yet, life continues, always transforming, always renewing itself through the dance of change. Think of the people who have passed through your life. Some came softly and stayed for a while. Some arrived like storms, shaping you in ways you only understood later. None of them were accidents. Each one was a drop of water, joining the river of your becoming. Even the heartbreaks, even the losses, even the moments you thought would destroy you, they were part of the flow, part of your awakening, part of the sacred movement toward wholeness. Sometimes the river floods, sometimes it runs dry, but both are necessary. Floods teach humility, droughts teach gratitude. Both carve the shape of the valley. Your soul learns in the same way, through fullness and through emptiness, through holding on and through letting go. Pause now and notice the flow within you. Maybe your breath feels shallow. Maybe your heart aches for something that's gone. Maybe part of you still resists what has already changed. It's all right. The river doesn't judge its currents. It allows everything, the clear water and the silt, the calm and the storm. You can allow everything too. In this moment, can you let life be exactly as it is? Not as you wish it were, but as it is, flowing, shifting, perfectly alive. The more you let it move, the more peace you find. The more you release control, the more you are carried by something vast and kind. Perhaps this is what the river has been whispering all along. Stop trying to hold the water. Stop trying to make time stand still. Let it all flow through you, because nothing real is ever lost. The water that leaves your hands returns as rain, as mist, as snow. Everything circles back in new forms, in new lives, in new moments. So nothing truly ends, it only changes shape. Let that truth soften your heart. Let it dissolve the tightness around your longing. The past has done its work. The future will unfold on its own. And you are here, floating in the center of now. This breath, this sound, this quiet pulse inside your chest. Everything you need is contained in this moment. The river does not rush to reach the sea. It knows the sea will come to meet it. It trusts the journey. It knows that every turn, every detour, every delay is part of the way home. Can you trust your own journey like that? Can you allow yourself to flow without demanding to know where the current leads? Because even when you feel lost, you are still part of the river. You are still being carried. The current beneath your struggles is wiser than your plans. And one day, you will look back and see how even your detours were sacred. Now, rest in this awareness. You are not separate from the river. You are the river. Every joy, every sorrow, every breath is water moving through the same eternal flow. You do not need to fight it. You do not need to control it. You only need to feel it moving through you as you breathe and let go. You are flowing softly, inevitably, toward peace. Take a breath, slow, quiet, deep. Let it move through you, like wind brushing the surface of water. Now imagine you are standing beside a still lake. The air is cool. The world has fallen silent. Even the trees seem to be holding their breath. The surface of the water is perfectly smooth, like polished glass. So still, it reflects the sky, every cloud, every branch, every color of the dawn. You can see yourself there, in that mirror of silence. A soft wind moves, and the image shivers, and you realize this lake is your mind. In its natural state, it is clear, reflective, undisturbed. But each thought, each action, each word you send into the world is like a stone dropped into the water. Imagine now you pick up a small pebble, smooth, cool, simple. You hold it in your hand, and gently you let it fall. Plop. The water opens, then closes, sending circles outward, again and again, rippling to the edges of the lake. Each wave touches another. Each circle meets the shore and quietly returns. This is karma. Karma is not punishment. It is not reward. It is movement. It is the natural echo of what we release into life. Every thought, every word, every act creates a vibration, a wave that travels through the vast lake of existence. Sometimes it returns softly, sometimes with a stronger tide, but it always returns, not to judge us, only to complete the circle. Look at the surface again. Even when the ripples fade, the water remembers. It holds the memory of what has touched it. So does your heart. So does the world. Every moment, you are casting stones. Some are stones of kindness, some stones of anger, some of fear or love or silence. You may forget them, but the water remembers. There was once a man who drove his car through morning traffic. He was late, frustrated. A stranger cut in front of him, and rage rose like fire in his chest. He shouted into the empty air. He slammed his hands against the wheel. His whole body shook. In that moment, his heart was the stone, and the road, the lake. He did not see the faces around him. The old woman on the sidewalk, startled by his horn, the child beside her, absorbing the vibration of anger without a word. He drove on, leaving behind circles he never saw. But then, something shifted. At the next light, he saw another driver, a young man with tired eyes, and their gazes met for a moment. The man saw himself reflected there, the same rush, the same heat, the same small suffering. Something softened, his breath deepened. He whispered, almost to himself, "I don't want to spread this anymore." And he smiled, just a small, quiet smile, to the driver beside him. That was it. One breath, one shift of heart, and the ripples changed. That smile was another stone. It fell into the same lake, but this time, the waves were gentle. They reached the next car, and the next. Like a silent chain of kindness, a woman at the crosswalk caught his calm gaze, and for a reason she could not name, her own shoulders relaxed. She walked slower, softer, and somewhere in that quiet ripple, the world became lighter. Karma is not fate, it is possibility. It is the law of reflection. What we give, we see. What we resist, persists. What we release, returns as peace. You are creating the texture of the world. With every breath, every thought, every tone in your voice. Take a moment now and sense the ripples you are sending today. Maybe they were born of love, maybe of fear, maybe of hurry. It's all right. There is no guilt here, only awareness. Because awareness itself begins to clear the water. Imagine your breath as small pebbles of light, dropping into the lake of your being. With each inhale, a wave of clarity. With each exhale, a wave of release. Watch how the surface smooths again, becoming still, becoming clear, returning to its true reflection. This is the mystery of karma. It is not fixed. It is fluid. Like water, it responds to new movement. The moment you awaken, the moment you breathe with intention, you create a new current. You can shift the direction of the ripples by the gentleness of your next act. Even the smallest act of awareness can change the pattern of the whole lake. A word, spoken kindly, a pause before reaction, a single breath of patience before anger becomes sound. These are small things, but small things move worlds. Karma is teaching you that you are never trapped, that every moment is another chance to drop a new stone, to change the sound of the water. The man in the car learned this too. He did not become perfect. He still grew impatient, still forgot himself sometimes, but something had opened in him, a space between impulse and choice. And in that space, the lake began to clear. He noticed the sunrise again. He heard birds through the open window. He smiled more. He breathed more. Each smile, another ripple. Each breath, another wave of peace. And this is how the world heals. Not in thunder, but in small, silent circles, moving outward, endlessly. You may never see how far your ripples reach, but they do reach. Every wave touches another. Every kindness is echoed somewhere. Feel this now. As you breathe, your very breath is sending ripples through the air. Your calm is contagious. Your stillness is a gift. Your peace changes the field around you. Even now, someone, somewhere, is feeling a little lighter because you chose to soften. This is karma too, not in fear, but in tenderness, a universe that mirrors your inner weather, a world that reflects your intention, not to punish, not to reward, only to balance, to teach, to harmonize. When your thoughts are turbulent, the world seems rough. When your heart is quiet, the same world feels gentle. The lake doesn't change, only the wind above it. And you are both lake and wind. So tonight, let the water settle. Let every stone of worry sink to the bottom. Let the ripples fade. Let the light return. The lake of your being is remembering its stillness, the clarity beneath the motion, the peace that was never lost. As you rest, know that every act of awareness is a healing ripple, each breath of forgiveness, each moment of gratitude, each small pause before reaction. These are your offerings to the lake. These are your prayers. Karma does not belong to the past. It lives in this breath, right now. And with this breath, you are free. So breathe and drop a new stone of light into the waters of your being. Watch the ripples spread, softly, endlessly, touching everything, touching everyone, until the whole lake glows with the reflection of a quiet heart. You are the lake. You are the ripple. You are the light that shines upon it. Let it all move. Let it all return to stillness. Take a slow breath in and let it fall out. Softly, the body is still. The mind begins to open like a flower at dawn. Each breath, a petal unfolding. Each pause, a space of quiet understanding. Imagine a small room. The light of afternoon spills across a wooden floor. In that light, a monk sits cross-legged, his robe simple, his eyes clear, like water. Before him, on the low table, sits a single glass cup. He lifts the cup gently and smiles. "This cup," he says, "is already broken." His voice is calm, not sad. There is no heaviness in it, only knowing. He turns the cup in his hand, and the sunlight catches it. A flicker of rainbow on the wall. The students around him are silent. They don't understand. The cup looks perfect, uncracked, whole. Why speak of it as broken? The monk continues. When I use this cup, I enjoy it fully. I drink water from it, tea from it. I feel its coolness, its beauty, its sound when I set it down. But when the wind knocks it over, or someone drops it, or it simply shatters one morning, I will not cry, because in my mind, the cup has been broken since the moment I first held it. AC. He smiles again, a smile of deep peace, and suddenly the lesson blooms like a lotus in the hearts of those who hear. The monk is not teaching despair. He is teaching freedom. He is teaching love. Because when you understand that the cup is already broken, you can hold it more gently. You stop clinging. You stop fearing its loss. And in that freedom, you begin to truly see it. The sparkle of light on its surface, the clarity of its form, the gift of its presence. Now, take a breath. Let this truth ripple through you. Everything you love is like that cup. Your body, your home, the faces you hold dear, all of it fragile, all of it passing, all of it already broken, and yet utterly beautiful because of it. We often try to hold the world as if we could stop it from changing. We protect, we grasp, we fight the natural falling apart of things. But the tighter we hold, the more pain we feel. When the inevitable happens, the glass slips, the flower wilts, the moment ends, and we suffer, not because it ended, but because we believed it never would. Now, look around you in your mind's eye. See the things you love, the people you miss, the moments you wish could stay forever. Let them all appear before you, softly glowing, like lanterns on a river at night, each one drifting, slowly, gently, away. Can you love them as they drift? Can you bless them as they go? That is letting go. That is love in its highest form. Letting go is not losing. It is seeing clearly. It is realizing that nothing truly belongs to us. Not even this body, not even this breath. Everything is borrowed. Everything returns. And when you know this, you begin to live differently. You taste the tea with full attention. You listen when someone speaks. You cherish the sound of rain against the window. You stop rushing. You stop waiting. You start being. When you understand impermanence, you don't love less. You love deeper, because you see how fleeting everything is, how precious, how fragile. You begin to say thank you, more than why. You begin to hold, without needing to possess. The monk places the cup back on the table. The light shifts. Dust dances in the air. He looks at his students and asks softly, what if we saw every person this way? Already broken, already whole, already passing through us like light. Would we judge less? Would we forgive more easily? Would we cling so tightly to our anger, our pride, our fear? He lets the question hang in the air, like incense. The silence that follows is the true teaching. You see, to let go is not to push away. It is to allow. It is to say, I will not stop this river from flowing. I will not trap this bird in my hands. Letting go is the highest trust. The faith that life knows what it's doing, that even loss has its sacred place in the dance. Imagine again the cup, clear, fragile, shimmering in the light. Now imagine it falling, slow motion, turning in the air, breaking into 1,000 pieces, each shard catching the sun, sparkling like stars. Even in its breaking, it is beautiful. You are like that too. Even in your breaking, there is light. Even in your endings, there is transformation. What falls apart is not your essence, only the form it once took. Take another slow breath and feel the soft truth inside it. Everything is changing. Everything is passing. But you, the one who watches, remains. The awareness that sees the cup, the heart that feels love, the stillness that endures beyond loss. That is what you truly are. So when something leaves your life, when someone you love disappears into distance, when time carries away what you thought you needed, pause. Do not close your heart. Do not curse the wind. Whisper instead, thank you. Thank you for the gift of having known it. Thank you for the chance to love at all. Thank you for reminding me how fragile and sacred it all is. Each time you let go, you are making space for something new to bloom. The emptiness left behind is not a wound. It is a garden. Seeds will fall there in their own time, and something unexpected will grow. The monk looks again at his cup. The students follow his gaze. In that simple moment, everyone understands. To see the cup as already broken is to live without fear of losing it, to love without ownership, to exist in the flow, not in the grasping. Letting go is not the end of love. It is the beginning of peace, because what is real cannot be lost. The form may shatter, but the light that shone through it remains. The love that moved through you still lives in the air. It moves like fragrance, long after the flower has faded. So breathe and let something go tonight. A thought, a regret, a memory you've held too tightly. Watch it float away like a leaf on the river. Watch it glimmer and disappear beyond the bend. Do not chase it. Do not grieve it. Smile and whisper, thank you, for in the end, everything is like the cup, already broken, already beautiful, already perfect in its impermanence. And when you see that clearly, the heart opens wide, love flows freely, peace settles gently, like dust on sunlight. You can rest now. You can let go. The cup has returned to sand. The story has returned to silence. And you have returned to stillness. Take a breath and let it fall away. Notice how each inhale rises and each exhale fades, like waves that never question the tide. Life moves like that, again and again, without asking if it is good or bad. Long ago, in a quiet village, there lived an old farmer. His face was lined by the sun, his hands rough from the fields, but his eyes were clear and kind. He worked each day with patience, tending his crops, feeding his animals, moving slowly through the rhythm of the seasons. Nothing special, nothing grand, just life unfolding. One morning, the farmer's only horse ran away. The neighbors heard the news and came to see him. They shook their heads and said, "Oh no, what bad luck. Now you can't plow your fields. How will you work? How will you survive?" The old man looked at them, smiled gently, and said, "Maybe." A few days passed. The horse returned, and with it came 3 wild horses from the hills. The neighbors ran over again, faces bright with excitement. "Such good fortune," they cried. "Now you are rich. You have 4 horses instead of 1. The farmer smiled again. "Maybe," he said. The next week, the farmer's son tried to tame one of the wild horses. It kicked, and the boy fell, breaking his leg. The neighbors gasped. They rushed to the farmer's house. "How terrible," they said. "What will you do? Your poor son. Such bad luck." The farmer looked at his son, resting in bed, and replied softly, "Maybe." A few days later, soldiers came through the village. A war had begun. They took every young man to fight. But when they saw the farmer's son with his broken leg, they left him behind. The neighbors wept for their own children and came once more to the farmer. "How fortunate you are," they said. "Your son was spared." "What good luck." The old man bowed his head and said once more, "Maybe." The story ends there. No dramatic conclusion, just the quiet echo of that one word. Maybe. Take a breath now and let that word drift through you. Maybe it is the sound of openness, the space between what happens and what we think it means. It is the pause before judgment, the doorway to peace. Life is never finished. Every ending is the seed of something new. Every joy hides a lesson. Every loss hides a gift. But we see so little. We label too fast. This is good. This is bad. This should not have happened. And when the world doesn't match our labels, we suffer. The old farmer was wise because he saw beyond the moment. He did not rush to call anything luck or misfortune. He watched. He waited. He allowed life to reveal itself in its own time. He knew that what seems bitter today may turn sweet tomorrow. That pain and grace are threads of the same tapestry. Close your eyes for a moment. Think of something in your life you once called bad luck, a loss, a mistake, a change that broke your heart. And now, look again. Did it also bring something else? A deeper understanding? A new beginning? A softer heart? Sometimes, the universe answers our prayers in ways we cannot recognize at first. Acceptance does not mean apathy. It means trust. It means opening your hands and letting life move through them, like wind through bamboo. The bamboo bends, but does not break. It sways, but remains rooted. That is the way of acceptance. Say the word quietly to yourself. Maybe. Feel how it softens the edges of the mind, how it releases the tension of needing to know. Maybe is the breath that loosens control. It lets the universe breathe with you. When you practice this, you begin to see how labels dissolve. A delay may be protection, a loss may be liberation, a mistake may be the path to wisdom. What you call wrong today may become your greatest blessing tomorrow. The neighbors in the story were always certain. They lived inside their opinions. The farmer lived inside awareness. Awareness is spacious. It doesn't cling. It allows both sorrow and joy to pass through, like clouds through sky. The sky never judges its clouds. It simply holds them and lets them drift. Can you be like that sky? Take a slow breath and imagine your thoughts as clouds. Each label, each opinion, each this should and that shouldn't. Watch them appear. Watch them move. Watch them dissolve. Nothing to fix, nothing to hold, just weather passing through the vastness of you. The word maybe is like sunlight on water. It reflects possibilities you cannot yet see. It reminds you that life is too vast to fit into good and bad. It invites you to rest. In the mystery, there is a calmness that comes when you stop arguing with what is, a sweetness that comes when you let go of needing to know why. Acceptance doesn't mean you stop feeling. It means you stop fighting the feeling. You let it exist. You breathe with it. You make space for it until it softens and changes. Maybe this pain is here to teach compassion. Maybe this silence is guiding you inward. Maybe this ending is the beginning you've been waiting for. You don't have to know yet. You can simply whisper, maybe, maybe, and trust that life knows more than you do. The farmer continued his days. He rose with the sun. He cared for his animals. He walked the same fields, but each morning he saw them as if for the first time. He did not wait for good news to be at peace. He did not need the world to change for his heart to rest. His peace was not in the events. It was in his seeing. What if you could live like that, waking each day without demanding that the world fit your expectations, meeting each moment as it arrives with gentle curiosity, not calling it right or wrong, just saying, let's see. That is freedom. That is acceptance. As you breathe now, feel yourself stepping into that same wisdom. You don't need to decide what anything means tonight. You don't need to fix your story. You can simply rest in the word maybe. Let it echo softly in your heart. Let it untie the knots of worry. Let it clear a space for the unknown to reveal its gifts. Life is unfolding perfectly, not according to your plan, but according to its own quiet intelligence. The old farmer knew this. That's why he smiled. That's why his eyes were calm. He trusted the current. He knew every moment was exactly as it should be. He knew that what was lost might return, and what was found might one day fade. So he lived gently, and because he lived gently, he suffered less. Take one more slow breath. Feel the weight in your chest lighten, the edges of thought soften. Whisper again, maybe, and in that whisper, feel the world open, wide, endless, kind. You are learning the way of the farmer, the art of acceptance, the stillness that smiles at both joy and sorrow. For now, you need not know. You need only to breathe, to trust, and to rest in the gentle mystery of maybe. Now, take a soft breath in and let it go. Let everything settle, like dust floating down after a long day of wind. The teachings, the stories, the images, they were only mirrors, reflections, whispers, pointing you back here, to yourself, for a moment. Forget the words, forget the lessons, forget even the idea of meditation. Just feel this body, alive, breathing, present, your chest rising and falling, the quiet pulse in your wrists, the air brushing the skin of your face. You are here. You are alive. Nothing else to reach for, nothing else to fix, nothing else to be. Now, turn your gaze inward, not with the eyes, but with awareness. Look gently into your own heart. Is there something you are holding too tightly? A name, a story, a regret, a person, a version of yourself that no longer fits. Don't try to let it go. Just notice it. See it resting there, in your hands, in your chest, in your breath. Breathe with it. Let your awareness touch it softly, like moonlight touching water. You don't need to push it away. You don't need to heal it. Just be with it. See how it feels. Its weight, its shape, its quiet age. Now, imagine that you are holding it in your palm, the thing you've been carrying for so long. Notice how the hand tightens, the fingers curl, the muscles hold on, because holding feels safer than letting go. But what happens if you begin to loosen just a little? Open the hand, slowly. Feel the air touch the skin, the space widen, the weight lift. Do you feel that? That lightness, that soft exhale from deep within? That is freedom beginning. Sometimes, letting go does not mean losing. It means allowing life to move as it naturally wants to. The same force that moves the tide, that turns the seasons, that opens a flower in spring, is moving through you now. You don't need to control it. You only need to trust it. Look at your breath again. It comes, it goes, without your command. It knows the rhythm. It knows the way home. So does life. So does love. So does everything that belongs to you. There is a quiet truth. What is meant for you will stay. What is not will leave. And that, too, is grace. You don't have to chase. You don't have to cling. You don't have to make things last forever. The river knows where it's going. You are only asked to flow with it. Close your eyes again. Listen to the space between breaths, to the small silence inside you. That silence is not empty. It is full of knowing. In it, you will hear a whisper, soft, familiar, like the voice of the earth itself. Everything comes and goes, exactly when it should. Feel those words in your bones. They are not ideas. They are the pulse of the universe. Every birth, every meeting, every goodbye, every change, perfectly timed. The rain falls when the earth is ready. The leaf drops when the wind calls its name. The heart opens when it has learned enough to trust. And you are right on time. Nothing in your journey has been wasted. Not the waiting, not the breaking, not the wandering. Everything has brought you here, to this quiet seeing, this gentle understanding that nothing was ever out of place. Now, ask yourself quietly, who do I need to forgive? Who can I finally release from the prison of my expectations? It might be someone else. It might be yourself. There's no need to decide now. Just open the door. Forgiveness is not approval. It is freedom. It says, I no longer want to carry this weight. I choose to be light. When you forgive, you are not freeing them. You are freeing yourself. Take another breath and imagine that the air entering you is soft golden light. It moves through your body, touching every cell, every memory, every wound. With each exhale, it carries away what no longer belongs. Inhale, light. Exhale, release. Over and over, like waves meeting the shore. There is a sweetness in this simplicity. You do not need to fix your life tonight. You only need to stop fighting it. Everything you've resisted has been asking for one thing: your acceptance, not your approval. Just your willingness to see it as it is. When you see it clearly, without judgment, it begins to soften on its own. That is the healing. That is the miracle. Now, smile. A small, quiet smile. Not forced. Just the smile that comes when you finally stop running. The smile that says, I understand. Life does not need to be perfect to be beautiful. The cup can be broken and still reflect the sunlight. The wave can fall and still belong to the sea. The heart can ache and still be whole. This is the peace that no philosophy can give you. the peace of seeing what is and saying, yes, yes to this breath, yes to this moment, yes to the mystery of it all. In this yes, everything relaxes. The past loses its grip, the future softens its demand, and only now remains, open, spacious, kind. So if you can, place your hand over your heart. Feel its rhythm. This is life, continuing. 1,000 things have changed, and yet this beat remains. This is your reminder that even in letting go, you are still held by the breath, by the earth, by the silence that keeps you company. Take one last deep breath in, and as you exhale, let your whole body sigh. Let your mind unclench. Let your heart open. Let everything fall into place. You don't need to reach for peace. It is already here. You are only remembering it. And as you rest in this remembering, a soft smile rises again. The smile of the one who finally understands that nothing was ever missing, that everything arrives and departs exactly when it should. This smile is the beginning of wisdom, the knowing smile of those who see life clearly and love it anyway. So keep it with you. Let it stay in your breath. Let it glow in your heart. For tonight, there is nothing left to do, nothing left to seek, only to breathe, to be, to smile, and whisper to yourself, with the quiet joy of someone who understands, all is well. Now, let everything be quiet. The stories have faded. The river has reached the sea. The wave has fallen back into its source. Nothing to learn, nothing to understand, just stillness. Take a slow, deep breath in through the nose and release it softly, like mist dissolving at dawn. Feel the breath settle the body. Feel the weight of gravity drawing you back to the earth. Steady, warm, safe. Each breath now is a lullaby. Each exhale, a doorway into rest. Let your body melt into the ground, the spine soft, the shoulders heavy, the hands resting where they are meant to rest. You are supported, you are held, you are home. The earth beneath you has been holding countless lives for millions of years. Tonight, it holds you too. The mind may still whisper, that's all right. Let the thoughts pass, like clouds across a wide sky. You don't need to follow them. You don't need to push them away. They are simply moving weather, and you are the sky, clear, unchanging, vast. Notice the silence between the sounds, the stillness beneath the breath, the gentle hum that has been with you all along. It is not something you create. It is what remains when everything else falls away. That stillness is your true nature. Everything that came before, the river, the lake, the cocoon, the seed, the wave, was only a way to lead you here, to this one simple awareness. You are already what you have been seeking. Peace is not ahead, it is here. It has been breathing with you since the first moment. Feel it now, this quiet radiance inside. Not a light that blinds, but one that warms. Not a noise that fills, but a silence that holds. The mind rests, the heart rests, even the breath slows. You are no longer doing meditation. You are simply being. You can trust this stillness. It is safe. It is infinite. It does not vanish when you wake. It walks with you into every morning, every step, every conversation, because peace was never somewhere else. It was you, underneath everything. Let this knowing sink deeper, like rain soaking into the soil. Nothing to force, nothing to chase, just gravity pulling you gently back into the center of yourself. Now imagine a soft golden light glowing at the center of your chest. It pulses gently with each breath. Each beat of your heart sends ripples of calm through your body. The light expands through the ribs, through the shoulders, down the arms, up to the crown of your head, until you are surrounded by a quiet radiance, not separate from you, but you yourself, shining from within. Everything you have carried has softened. Everything you have feared has dissolved. Everything you have sought has returned home. There is only this: breath, light, stillness, awareness. If thoughts appear, let them rest in the light. If emotions rise, let them dissolve in the warmth. Nothing to resist, nothing to fix, just love, watching itself breathe. Now, let the boundaries of your body blur. The skin softens, the edges fade. You are no longer inside or outside anything. You are the space itself, boundless, quiet, whole. The breath moves within you and around you, and as you, the world breathes with you. Stay here for a while, floating in silence, carried by the gentle rhythm of life. Every sound, every heartbeat is part of the same lullaby. You are resting in the arms of eternity. You are the ocean at peace. From here, you can let go completely. Let go of the day. Let go of tomorrow. Let go of even the idea of letting go. Just drift. Just be. You are the still point in the turning world, the watcher behind the breath, the vastness that holds all things. Now, smile softly, quietly, that small, knowing smile of the one who has seen clearly and found peace in the seeing. There is nothing missing, nothing undone, nothing wrong. All things are moving exactly as they should, and you are exactly where you belong. Let the final breath be deep. Let it fill the whole body with ease. Let the exhale release the last trace of effort, and as you rest, let these words fade into the silence of your own being. You are safe. You are loved. You are whole. You are home. Now, the journey ends, not with a conclusion, but with quiet presence. You are an island of peace. In the middle of the great ocean, you are awareness resting in itself. And as you drift, as sleep approaches, or stillness deepens, know that there is nowhere else to go. You have already arrived. You are resting in presence, in peace, in stillness, in the heart of being itself. Breathe once more, softly, and dissolve into silence.